Welcome everyone. Thank you for clicking on the video. Today I want to show you 3 weapons that I've found fighting open world enemies in the Shadow Realm. So all 3 weapons are DLC weapons. The reason why I've chosen these 3 weapons is because they either have a very unique Ash of War, or I just have fun playing with them and they're fast-hitting weapons, right? The character that I will be using to showcase the weapons is a character that has 60 points in strength, dexterity and arcane, and 38 in fate. However, for any fate-based weapons, I've used talismans and tiers to boost my fate up to 51. Also, not all of these weapons are farmable. Actually, only one of the weapon is farmable, and to even make that easy for you, I'll show you where you can get the silver scarab from, which increases your discoverability by 75 points, which is directly tied to your arcane stat. And if you don't want to have a heavy investment in arcane, or you don't want to use a larval tier, you can use the silver scarab talisman to boost discoverability. You can also use the silver pickle foot that will increase your discoverability by 50 points for 5 minutes, and it does stack with the silver scarab talisman, right? So if you stack those, you get 125 points in discoverability. Things first, about the silver scarab, it's not on the beaten path, it's really off the beaten path. You have to go through, you need to use a hidden medallion, then find a transparent bridge, then go through an illusionary vault. So they haven't made it, super easy to find, but I'll just show you where to get it. From the Grand Lift of Rold, you have to hoist the secret medallion, and if you get stuck, you have to use the D-pad, if you have the medallion, to switch to hoisting the secret medallion, right? We're just gonna go straight ahead, and then on the left side, we'll climb up some stairs where we'll see some vulgar militia enemies. Just get through them. Use blood tags. Throw a rainbow stone to identify where the bridge is, so I don't fall and die. You can also use the Hoarfrost Stomp. That really helps. This is the illusionary wall, and this is the silver scarab talisman. Perfect. Now we're going to get the Horn Warrior's sword. As you can see, it requires 14 points in strength and dexterity, 14 points in faith and dexterity, and 11 in strength. We're just gonna farm it from this one enemy, from the Raw Ruin side of Grace, the West Raw Ruin side of Grace. It's not an easy enemy to farm from, so I had to get my best armor and my harshest hitting weapon to farm it. My approach is always go into the fight from the side, and try to beat this guy. So the good thing, you can farm it from Belrat Tower enemy as well, the Horn Warrior there, from the private altar side room, side of Grace. When you go up the stairs, you see an enemy. But this guy also drops his armor. So the armor is pretty cool. It gives you 3 points in dexterity and 4 in strength. This is the move set. This is the heavy attack. And these are the running attacks, the running light attack. So you dual wield this weapon, right? Like it's if you're holding the sword, if you're not two-handing it, you dual wield it. Like the backhand blades. This is the Ash of War. It's a really cool Ash of War. And it scales on Fate, so if you have a Fate character, you can really use this. And it does have good range. I'll show you the range later on as well. And this was the only farmable weapon. And this is the armor that you get, so you can keep fighting this guy till he drops his armor. I like this armor. Hope you guys enjoy it too. Let's see how the weapon acts. See, the range is really good on the Ash of War. really gets the knight. I don't really like these knights, especially their seal bash attack. I've said that before. I don't like them. Blood Fiends. Yeah, so you can see the Ash of War has good range. And it does decent damage. Like I said, I don't have a lot of stat investment in Faith, but if you have a Faith dexterity character, you can do a lot of damage with this Ash of War. Let's get those guys as well. Yeah. I have a good area of effect as well. Which is good. This is also the guy that drops the Blood Fiend's arm. It's not as good anymore. So the reason why I don't like this weapon is the R1 attacks, right? You do the R1 attack, they don't do a lot of damage. Which in my playstyle, I play, an R1 focused gain, so doesn't work for me, but the Ash of War really helps. And that's why I like using this weapon. Let's see. Works well with these guys, but didn't do as well with the knight. So the Black Steel Twinblade. This is like any other Twinblade. This is the moveset. The reason why I like it is because it looks really cool. And Twinblades, I mean, I love playing with Twinblades. They have really fast attacks, very creative attacks. So this has the Spinning Strike Ash of War. I changed it with blood tax because I'm just used to playing with blood tax. I like to get some health when I'm attacking, especially in fast fights. And in the DLC, a lot of these enemies are super fast. So it helps. You don't have to back away to get some health. You can just do some damage and get some health. So I'm not the best player in Elden Ring, as you can see, but these weapons have helped me get so far. So yeah, they're decent. These guys, I have to farm them for their weapon as well. I don't have their weapon. Maybe that's a good weapon to have. I'll try that later on. But yeah, since it's a fast-hitting weapon, you can have Rotten Wing Sword Insignia, Millicent's Prosthesis, and I have the Bleed Affinity, so a lot of Blood's Exaltation to really, just boost the damage numbers. I was dual-wielding the Godskin Peeler and the Twinblade, and just doing R1s. It was better than the Own Warrior's Curve Sword. Go up, fight these guys. The jumping attack of, dual power spancing the Twinblade is really good looking. And these guys are super easy. You can get them with any weapon. But the knight there, just, him going down with like 2 Ash of Wars was quite good. Go up the stairs and see what the Twinblade can do. Yeah. It's such a fast-hitting weapon, right? Like Elianara's Pole Blade. That just has a really good Ash of War. Elianara's Pole Blade. But this is also a good Twinblade. Looks good. And the last weapon is the Bonny Butchering Knife, which is my favorite weapon. You get it from Bonny Village by, I don't know how to pronounce their names. Potentates. They have cookbooks as well. That's how I know them. But yeah, you get them for beating those guys in a yellow bodysuit. Like these guys. And I already have it, so you can get it once per playthrough. So I already had the weapon. But just wanted to show you guys how to get it. There's one here. And then there are two across. Right, so there are two potentates across that also can drop this weapon. So the good thing about, I'll just show you why I like this weapon the most. Show you guys I've used, these butchering knives before. But this one's slightly special. I'm gonna get the third one. So there are three. I'm not sure which one drops it, so you have to kill all three. The knight doesn't even get a chance to hit me. The weapon just chews through him. This is the Hornblade Ash of War. It gives you health back per kill. So you can see my health bar going up every time I hit. And the jumping attack on this weapon just looks amazing. I love it for the jumping attack. This is the moveset. These are the light attacks. Wish I had it for the Brinala fight. It's the heavy attack. It's a very cool looking heavy attack. Jumping attack. Jumping heavy attack. Again, looks really good. And does good damage. Running attacks are the same as standing attacks for this weapon. Except that one. So the heavy attacks are the same, but the running light attack is, multiple hits. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed that video.